Last night, you and me and the rest of America was all tricked by this disgusting human being known as Rand Paul. You son of a gun. He put out a tweet saying he was going to. He doesn't really meddle too much in presidential stuff, but he's had enough. He's going to say something. And everyone and their mom thought, you know what? I think this man is going to be Trump's VP. Or he's going to, come out for Trump, or he's going to come out for Ron DeSantis, or he's going to come out for, dear God, please say no, Nikki Haley, or Vivek, or something. What did he do this morning? He put out a little tweet that was, well, it turned into be a nothing burger. This is how you stir up internet drama. You just say you're going to say something huge, and then it collects all these eyes, and then you don't actually do anything. You just say something, and all of a sudden gets a lot of attention. You maybe make 25 cents off your X tweet. He put out a tweet this morning saying, I've been watching the GOP primary. Sorry about that. I've been watching the GOP primary closely for a while, and I think I like various aspects of several candidates, Republicans like President Trump, Governor DeSantis, and Vivek. I'm noticing you're missing a woman. I'm interested in the ideas of some independents too, such as Robert Kennedy Jr. Oh no. As I look over the field, I don't think I yet have a first choice, but I know one thing. Count me in as never freaking Nikki. Here's his video post.
Good morning, everyone. As I told you yesterday, I'm ready to say something about the presidential race.
Can we talk about these glasses? They're so thin. Dude's about to join the Matrix. Give him the red pill. Give him the freaking red pill.
I've had a long relationship with Donald Trump, and there's a lot to like there. I'm also a big fan of a lot of the fiscal conservatism of Ron DeSantis. I think Vivek Ramaswamy's been an important voice. Also have listened to and met with the independent Bobby Kennedy. I'm not yet ready to make a decision, but I am ready to make a decision on someone who I cannot support. I'm announcing this morning that I'm Never Nikki. If you go to nevernikki.net, you can let her know that you're not a supporter either. I don't think any informed or knowledgeable libertarian or conservative should support Nikki Haley.
That's the problem. That's the problem, Rand. It's the people that are supporting Nikki Haley are not informed. I'm telling you, the conservatives I know, the Republican people that vote Republican that I know, like Nikki Haley, that don't pay attention to the news, don't watch podcasts, don't read news articles, aren't involved. The news is just, it's too overwhelming. It gives me too much anxiety. I'm staying out of it. I like what Nikki Haley has to say. I've seen a few clips and that's enough for me. So keep going, Rand. But I'm telling you, people that are uninformed like Nikki Haley, and I don't get it. They just see a woman who speaks pretty well, even though she talks with her mouth closed. She's not the worst looking, so let's get that out of the way. I know Republicans like to dunk on her about that, but I'm like, shut up. She doesn't look like Hillary Clinton, so shut up. And she seems like a family person. She seems like she has some ideas. And sometimes, sometimes when she's talking, I'm like, yeah, that's a great point. But then there's this whole other mountain that I hate. Keep going.
Haley. I've seen her attitude towards our interventions overseas. I've seen her involvement in the military-industrial complex, $8 million being paid to become part of the team. But I've also seen her indicate that she thinks you should be registered to use the internet, that people posting ideas anonymously. I think she fails to understand that our republic was founded upon people like Ben Franklin, Sam Adams, Madison, John Jay, and others who posted routinely. For fear of the government, they posted routinely anonymously.
That's a great point.
And I think her failure to really understand that, or to think that you should register through the government.
She's not thinking about Ben Franklin and how this country is afloat. She's just looking at content creators and their over-emotional reaction to anonymous posts. I don't care if you're anonymous. I don't care. It just doesn't bother me at all. So I just care if you're a jerk or not. This whole anonymous thing is such a dumb debate, and so childish. And if people want to be anonymous online, let them be anonymous. Maybe they have an important job. Maybe they don't, maybe they feel like their words are going to get them in trouble and they don't want to put their face on what they say. I get that. Like, you don't have to be upfront in your face. This is who I am. That's not cut out for everyone. So it's a lot, and it feels good to be anonymous. You feel free. You feel like, man, I could just get away with literally anything, and no one will ever find me unless they do a deep dive archive report and look into me and try to find out where my username is linked to every account. You know what I mean? I think anonymity is good. I think it allows people to see the deepest pits of our mind in some way. Keep going, Ron, with those sexy glasses, you.
Come out for the internet is something that should disqualify her in the minds of all libertarian-leaning conservatives. So I'm announcing today, I'm Never Nikki.
Libertarian curious conservatives.
You can go to nevernikki.net and sign up and show her that you're Never Nikki also.
Nevernikki.net. This is fantastic. And then just this video. Look at this black and white picture of Nikki behind my head. It looks so bad. Nevernikki.com. Will Nikki Haley back this up? I mean, I'm bummed. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bummed by this whole Rand Paul reach around rendezvous thing. I was hoping he was going to say Trump VP. And then all my DeSantis supporter friends that I know were like, they like dunking on Trump. So it's like, no way Trump would pick an actual decent VP. And I was like, you're probably right. God. But, this time could be different. We'll see. We'll see who Trump's VP is. Dear God, if it's Tim Scott or Nikki Haley or anybody that sucks. I don't know. I'm going to lose my crap. I'm not going to be afraid to say anything that I disagree with. I'm not one of those people, again, that loves a candidate so much I'm afraid to say negative things. So what if the supporters don't like me? So that was a big story. Also a huge story is we're going to war with the Houthis in Yemen, and we did a bunch of bomb strikes with U.S. and the U.K., and apparently we only killed 5. So that's a great start. But we play this game online where everyone who disagrees with like an airstrike or a war says, oh, where was the declaration of war? We don't do that anymore. The president just says, you know what? We're not going to war. We're just going to bomb you. We're just going to send planes and bomb you. That's not war. It's like the first time is always free, bro. Like, it's okay. If you want to... War is a much more serious matter. We're just going to go kill a bunch of people and then leave. It's different. We don't want to reestablish a different government. We don't want to actually have to talk about it because it'll slow us down. We want to be able to sign off. And Biden's whole worldly governmental way in which he conducts himself is ridiculous. The world is more unstabilized than ever. And people are thinking, like, remember when he first came back and said, Biden is back, bro. America's back to the stage. We're back to killing people when we want. Fantastic. But again, we had to do it. Okay, we had to because they were stopping ships and stuff like that. They took over a tanker, apparently, so we have to do this. We have to go to war with these people. Why do we care about the Houthis so much? Because they are against American values. Okay, they don't do drag brunch, and that's a problem. These people do not care about drag brunch. They don't care about LGBTQ values. They don't have any DEI in their ranking system, which is a big problem for me. I think any country that doesn't put inclusivity and DEI as their forefront of what they believe in as a company and as a country, they should be taken out. Let's get rid of these people. We need to have only like-minded people. We all need to think one thing. We all need to be in groupthink. We all need to be together as one. No different of opinions. In fact, what Rand Paul did earlier is offensive to me because it shows he's not unified with the values of females. And the future is actually females. So maybe this is what we're trying to do with the Houthis, which is great to see. Great to see. I love waking up in the morning and going to bed at night knowing we just bombed a country. This is a new country, new things, new places to bomb, new places to destroy. It's great. It's just fantastic. But again, we had to do it because they hate Americans. So But this isn't why they hate Americans, okay? They hated us before. Okay? And then I also saw this news story. I hope you're just strapped in for this lovely, lovely time with me. A 7-year-old pageant queen got a 6-pack because I worked out at the gym and eat a healthy diet. Now, what the F is going on with our culture? We're either so fat or we're so jacked. There's no in between. Everyone's either on steroids. Everybody and your mom is either on steroids or they are so overweight they're saying it's healthy. I'm just doing me. I'm doing the best I can. But nothing about this. When I look at this child, I think freak. Not in like a negative way, but like if I was a coach, I need to put her. She's starting offense and defense. She's not coming out. If she's on my basketball team, she might get like a 2 or 1 minute break here and there, but she must start every game. Especially as a ginger. Shout out to gingers everywhere. She's got that ginger rage, and she's jacked at 7 years old. Congrats to this kid, Kinley Hyman. She's killing it. But then I scroll down and I see this, and it makes me concerned. Okay, because I think pageants are the creepiest thing a child can do. We can get into like the list and the island, but like I feel like this is like the gateway drug. You know what I mean? To the island, to the list. You know what I'm talking about? The PDF list. The PDF list. Does anybody ever look at pageant queens and think this is totally inappropriate? And especially these moms that are into this make me uncomfortable. But you know what? She loves it. She loves what she's doing. And it's wonderful to see how hard she trains and that she can finally have a 6-pack. And I can't wait to subscribe to her Instagram account because I look forward to daily can we stop putting kids on social media? Can kids just be kids? I mean, does this kid even know that she's on social media? Does she know she's going to have bullies? Does she know she's going to have people just talking crap about her parents? I mean, she's adorable, but okay, and her brother's jacked. Okay, this is what? She's on peptides. I just know it. She's on peptides. She's probably taking Anabol right now. But what are your thoughts on this? This thing really creeps me out, man. We got to stop this madness. And then next, our daily update in DEI, because we have to be updated on it. Do you think what you're about to hear? Let me just ask you a question. Before you listen to this woman talk, do you think what she's going to say is going to be incredibly racist? I mean, let's not just start with what's on the board. All white people are racist. I don't want to start there. I'm just saying what's about to happen. Sometimes I get this feeling of like when some people hold their hands like this, they're about to say something really aggressive, like, okay, we're going to get into something, white people, and you're going to have to strap in and listen. So here's this woman, a little DEI initiative. Wonderful to see. Let's hear her go.
All white people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with, that it's not going to be this coddling of white tears, right, and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, maybe some of us have worked it out. Yes. No, you're always going to be racist, actually.
All of you.
So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not.
It's a room full of white women. Come on, you can't write this stuff. And one dude that got dragged there, and he's in the back because he's ashamed of who he is. Oh, white people are racist. Let me just start that off. Okay? And if you disagree with me, it's because you're racist for one. But we're not going to have your white tears, okay? So if you're trying to argue this point with me, we're going to punch you into submission. Okay? Because we're having a struggle session right now. And if you disagree with me, I'm going to ruin you, bro. I'm going to make you eat that banana like Lizzo. Now, it's not a big deal to get a little overwhelmed by this because this is a new thought. It's a new thought, and I'm grifting off this, and you're paying me $10,000 to be here. This new thought that people of a different race than me are the racist ones, and therefore I get to do whatever I want to that race because they're controlling me. What country did that and then exterminated a bunch of them? I can't remember. Okay, let's keep listening.
Being human, like that actually, instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy, that y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way...
Yes, you're not human. You're demons. This is the most incredible grift I've ever seen in my life. Usually grifts are like, hey, I'm a millionaire. Do you want to become a millionaire? Follow these 3 easy steps just like me, and you could become as rich as you dreamed of becoming. No, not these people. These people tell you, people like want to be dominated. They're just like, spank me, mommy. Tell me how racist I am, and I will listen to you. I mean, look at that one piece. It's beautiful and brave. And it's very brave for you to wear that in public, by the way. Don't say that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm working on my own racist, because I didn't know. So the more I listen to these videos, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm a terrible human being. Thank me. How much do I owe you at the end of this session? I'm just like, I know like people always say like, what if the roles were reversed? And I'm just imagining like a white guy running around screaming at black people, you are all racist and you are not human and you have no souls and you were born demons and therefore you need to have a different water fountain than me. Let's not do that, okay? This DEI grift has to stop. I know that like the left likes to pretend like it's, it's just learning about diversity. That's all it is. And they keep trying to promote that enough. But then you show them this video and they're like, yeah, but this is like the foundation. This is like our breaking point. This is like breaking in a horse. You have to break in white people. You can't just tell them to ask for diversity. You have to tell them they're racist first and submit to us. God, what are your thoughts on this? It's just so insane to me. Please put in the comments below. Biden's EVs, charging rules, protecting okay, that's not even important. Who cares? I think the biggest story for me was Crowder. Crowder put out this video.
Spending time with human beings in real life,
which is the main point of his whole video. Crowder put out this video saying he's done chasing the algorithm, which for me is rich now that you have 6 million subs on YouTube. But it's like the how people get famous and then they all decide that how they got famous isn't the way anymore is crazy to me. But I totally get it, and I totally agree with it. So there's like a part of me that hated what Steven Crowder said yesterday, because Steven Crowder came out and said that he's done chasing the algorithm. He's going to create content he wants to create. And I noticed that about his show this last year. He would do these segments where it was like these reaction videos, and I could tell everyone in the studio didn't care about the video. And when you feel like people don't care about stuff, you just tune out. I could talk about this like water bottle. Of course, I'm a white male, so of course I have one of these kind of water bottles. But I could talk about this, and if I talk about it in an enthusiastic way, you would still listen to me. Because if I'm interested, you'll probably be interested. And I got to sell the intricity, which is a new word, and I'm saying it for the first time, and it feels good. But Steven Crowder is just coming out saying, I'm done chasing that. So he's going to be doing different content. We'll see. Will he still do shorts? But if you haven't noticed about me as well, this last month or so, I have been reevaluating how I do it, because I've been chasing the algorithm. I've been trying to appease the algorithm rather than being myself, rather than just like doing what I want to do on this channel. Like the algorithm's in control of me because I want to have followers. This is like that weird thing of like wanting to be known, wanting to be heard, wanting to have friends or look successful. I hate that feeling. It's just disgusting. Just be yourself. And it's so hard to think about that, to be honest. It's so hard in today's culture where it's like, if you don't have this amount of followers, I'm not going to even talk to you on Twitter. I'm not going to even talk to you on YouTube. Like I'll reach out to people trying to invite them on the show to talk or have a conversation, and no response. And I get that your DMs are completely full, but like you would think some of these bigger creators would search out small creators in order to lift them up so that it lifts the whole culture up. No, they don't. They just don't. And like I don't know if I would be different, but after watching this video, this is the reason why I didn't go live yesterday, because this video kind of hit me. So if you haven't watched Steven Crowder's Clean Slate, I had been wondering about myself for the past like few weeks about how I want to change, how I want to make this channel better, how I want to create more community, how I want to be more honest with who I am and what I struggle with and things that I'm going through and kind of just be myself and do the channel how I want to do. So if you're going to notice things are changing and have been changing, and I'm trying to go live around events more and go live when I feel like I have energy and feel like I have something fun to talk about, because I don't want to just go online and just riff on crap I don't care about. It's just, I felt that tension for a while and I hated it. And there's so much in politics that I'm just like, who gives a crap? Because, and I know like, I'm still going to do this daily podcast, but I hope you notice that I'm going to start picking stories that I actually feel like I care about. I actually feel like I can change, I can add a voice to, or put my input in, because that's just the kind of personality I am. So highly recommend watching this clean slate video. We'll see what Steven Crowder does. See if this is just another grift of like trying to be different. Who knows? You never know. You never know with these content creators. You feel like you know them, and then they do something completely different. You're like, who? I thought I knew you, bro. So maybe that's something to check in your own life. Is how can you be more authentic? How can you be more genuine? I think is the main point in this video in my eyes. And the word of the day is, this is a tough one.
Elision.
Elision. Something described as elision is blissful or delightful in a way that evokes something otherworldly. So when you go up to your woman this week, or you go up to your man, be like, there's something about you. You got some elision. Just say that. Say, you got that elision and I like it. You are otherworldly. And she'll say, or he'll say, what's elision? And you could say, it means blissful or delightful. And then they will just go, they'll just throw themselves in your arms. You'll make love in a new way. It'll be hotter than ever. So use this word, for this is foreplay. You're welcome. Have a wonderful day. And remember, Fridays are for friends.